Hey Spirit Tribe, Gigi here with Spirit Readings, and I'm so glad and so happy that you're able to join me here today, taking a look at the month of July for Capricorn. So anywhere you have Capricorn in your birth chart, or if you're just wanting to check in on a Capricorn, hello and welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. We are looking at what excitement awaits you this month of July, Capricorn. What is about to pop off for you here? So please keep in mind that there are so many of us, so not everything may resonate, and that's perfectly okay. You can just set it to the side for someone else or for later even. You know, it may make more sense as events continue to unfold. Anything and everything is possible when we believe. So if it doesn't apply, you just go on ahead and you let her fly. No harm, no foul, no big deal. If you are new here, please keep in mind that I have had strokes, so sometimes that really affects my memory. I can struggle to find my words or even get them out right. You know, I do get tongue-tied. I also have tremors, which can make shuffling a little bit difficult, especially when it feels like I'm being zapped in my hands. So whenever that happens, I drop whatever I'm holding, cards included. I also have glaucoma, so sometimes I do have to bring the cards a little closer to my face so I can see them properly, right? Okay, you know, just bear with me because the message gets out the way that it is meant to eventually, right? Okay, everything that you need to know about me, about this channel, you can find that in the description down below, so make sure you check that out, especially if you would like to book a personal private reading with me, which I would absolutely love. I love being able to connect with you guys one-on-one. It really does bring a lot of joy into my life, so make sure you check out that description box down below. So before we get to cards, we are going to get a direction message from the spirit board. So north, south, east, or west for Capricorn, July 2025, Spirit, a direction message. All right, you have east coming in. So east signifies the element of air and the power of the mind. You have to make up your mind this month. It denotes the strength of the thinking process and mental health. Really check in with yourselves, guys. To find east energy, you must look for it in the winds and in the very breath of human life. You can tap into it with your very own breath, you guys. To heal yourself through this energy, concentrate on positive self-talk, affirmations, and journal writing. You know, your thoughts and your words have so much power, you guys. Make sure you are speaking life over yourself, over other people, situations, the future. Make sure you're speaking positively about yourself, about other people, about situations, and especially about the future, since, you know, it's not written in stone yet, you guys. So you can literally paint whatever picture you want to paint. So you might as well paint a masterpiece for yourself. So all right, we're gonna put those up there. Let's get some tarot here for you for this month of July. Let's see what else you need to know. All right, Spirit, thank you for your guidance, your wisdom, and your truth in all matters and in all things and at all times and in all ways. What is it that Capricorn needs to know for this month of July, Spirit? Thank you for Capricorn. All right, you got the Lovers coming out here. Hey, hey. I always love when the Lovers show up. So if you're open and ready to receive love, love could be on the way for you. That is too many. You know, or the strengthening of a current connection even, you guys. So all right, we also have the Hierophant coming out. The Hierophant has been coming out so much in these readings. I've kind of been blown blown away by it. We have the Devil showing up, which is your energy. That is the major arcana that represents Capricorn. And you have the Magician. Oh my goodness, you are the first sign to get all major arcana. So wow, you guys. All right, so what you think is going to happen is showing up as the Lovers here. So this is Gemini energy. It is air. You know, you had East show up, and now you have an air sign, so the power of the mind. So you know, this does represent a very strong connection to another person. It could be through physical attraction, deep love, kinship, empathic connection, strong friendship. It is the card of soulmates. Soulmates can show up anywhere in your relationships. I definitely believe that. I'm not someone that's like, oh, it's just romantical in nature only. You know, you're able to see yourself in another person. And you know, they're bound by the ties that are held by the two doves here, you know, much like the ties in a hand fasting or marriage ceremony. You know, doves mate for life, you guys, and they symbolize that two are better, stronger, and more complete than one alone. But on the flip side, you know, it could be a destructive relationship where obsession, jealousy, and control are at play. Instead of a union where each person flourishes, in this partnership, each is stifled by mistrust, manipulation, and possibly even abuse. So, you know, it could be maybe that was a past situation that you are overcoming here, you guys. So, however that resonates for you personally, you know, there are so many of us, so the possibilities are literally endless. So, you know, you may think a relationship is going to go one way and then it goes a complete other way, you know, and for the good or the worse, you know. So make sure you're paying attention, you know, to that, you guys. So all right, what's actually going to happen is the Magician. I love it, you guys. So stepping into your true authentic self and your true authentic power, because the Magician represents creative power and determination. You know, once he makes his mind up, you guys, there is no stopping him, you know, because he's strong-willed, he's ambitious, and he reminds us of our own ability to harness the power of the universe in order to manifest our dreams and desires. He represents all of the elements of the universe: fire, water, air, earth, and spirit, as represented by his tools: cup, wand, pentacle, and sword. So use what is available to you. And it looks like there's another dove here as well, you guys. So this is a card of potential and impact, and it reminds us to grasp opportunities and take action consciously and deliberately. So becoming more aware of the fact that we are literally manifesting all the time. So we have to be aware of our thoughts and our emotions, you guys, because that really impacts what we're sending out into the universe. And, you know, it goes out, it picks up steam, and it comes back to us tenfold. So maybe if you're not liking exactly what's coming back to you, you really need to check in with yourself, and you showed up for yourself here for a reason. All right, the overall energy is this Hierophant coming in here, you guys. So he can symbolize marriage. So, you know, you had the Lovers come up already. So some kind of deeper commitment here, you guys, because he represents religious tradition, order, rules, and orthodox dogma. He's a conformist and a traditionalist who upholds religious standards, ritual, and ceremony. He's wise and learned. You know, he takes a long time because, you know, he's got to memorize all of these rules and everything, you guys, because it's his duty to uphold and pass on ancient beliefs. So, you know, maybe you're taking someone under your wing and teaching them, you know, the ancient beliefs. He offers a blessing while a candle burns to his right, and it has the symbol of universal beliefs carved into it. The triple cross staff to his left symbolizes the Trinity found in so many religions. Crossed keys on the Hierophant's altar symbolize the unlocking of wisdom and higher truths here, you guys. So, you know, he's digging deep, you know, and learning everything that he can. And, you know, you could be looking for some kind of spirituality outside the dogma of traditional religions, because you could feel confined by the rules and rituals of their old religion, you know, the old outdated way of doing things. You know, you could be looking for a belief system that allows a bit more freedom, a little bit more wiggle room, a little bit more breathing room even here, you guys. So what you should avoid is actually your own energy, the devil coming in here. So energy of Capricorn, Earth is the power of the physical body, being more present, being grounded, centered, stable, because, you know, the devil represents an attachment to earthly desires, temptation, being bound in hopelessness or materialism and ignorance. And, you know, they say ignorance is bliss, but is it really? You know, maybe you're a little naive at times. You know, it could mean that you are in an unhealthy situation. You know, for some, that Lovers, the flip side of it, which you refuse to see for what it is. Pan back here is playing his flute as this seductress tempts you to enter the devil's garden by offering the fruit of the pomegranate tree, eternal life, you know, eternal knowledge, you know, all the things that you want, you know, and like, hey, I'll give it to you, right? But once you've chosen the devil's offering, it is difficult to turn back. So, you know, but if you're going through a time where you're like, you know, maybe you have turned to some kind of religion or step program, you know, if you're coming out from under some kind of addiction or something, you know, turning to your faith, you know, helps you come out from under this. So you're going through a period of spiritual growth and a shift in your morality, and you're recognizing your own shallowness, your frivolity and depravity, and you are moved to find a deeper meaning to life and a higher purpose. So, you know, you have to decide, you know, that the life that you want is worth more to you than any temptation that tries to come your way. All right, Capricorn, let's see what's going on in the love department here for you this month of July. This can include yourself, family, friends, significant other, literally anywhere that you have love. So if you're like, hey, yo, Gigi, I really love my job, I really love my hobbies, then they are also included here as well for you guys. So sorry about my voice. I'm gonna take a drink real quick, you guys. My voice. My throat gets so dry, it feels like it's over 100 here, and all I have is a fan in this room. So, all right, we have the Ring. A marriage will take place, either romantic or business. I mean, you have the Lovers and the Hierophant, you know, showing up already here, you guys, and you literally have marriage here as well. So some kind of marriage is taking place, you know, a deeper commitment to someone or something. You know, you could even team up and go into business with someone. You know, if you're like, I'm not getting married, I'm married to my job, I'm married to the business I want to get up off the ground. So, you know, hey, if that's how it fits for you, then that's how it fits for you. We have the Dark Woman. Dealings or relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair. So she can be in any of your relationships. She can even signify yourself. If you're like, you know what, I am that dark woman, maybe I need to focus on myself a little bit. We also have the Rabbit. Too much concern with sexual matters. So, you know, rabbits really go at it, right? So maybe part of your temptation, you know, that you're dealing with, it could be, you know, some kind of sexual addiction, you know, for some that are trying to get pregnant, because rabbits are a sign of fertility. You know, maybe you need to take a babycation and then come back together, and boom, that's when you get pregnant. All right, we have the Bouquet. Compliments from an admirer. Hey, hey. So, you know, a wedding bouquet, or, you know, someone bringing you flowers, you know, showering you with compliments, boosting your confidence, your self-esteem here, you know, making you feel good about yourself. All right, let's see what's going on in career and finance here for you this month of July, Capricorn. I'm always like, hey, yo, give me $1 million. You know, how awesome would it be if you woke up tomorrow and there's just $1 million sitting in your account? So I'd be like, yep, I manifested that. Hey, hey. All right, so it looks like we have a few more wanting to come out here. So, wow, a whole lot actually. So let's see what we got. We have the Egg. Success assured with good plans and hard work. It's a golden egg, a golden opportunity. You're building your empire to last. Slow down. Take your time. Eggs are also another sign of fertility here, you guys. I think the pomegranate may be as well. You know, she has the pomegranates there. So, you know, whew, gotta watch it, right? All right, we have the Handshake. A meeting with a stranger could be important. You know, maybe that is who you fall in love with. Maybe that is who becomes your business partner. We have Mountain. Major challenge to overcome. But you know what? You are the mountain goat. You were built for climbing them mountains, you guys, so no sweat off your back, right? We have the Purse. Pay attention to your finances, you know, go over your statements, you guys. Look at where your money is going. Is there things you're not even using that you're paying for, you know? Maybe you could save yourself a little money. You have the Beetle for good fortune. Yes, love it. You know, golden egg, that beetle there. You also have the Crown. Honor and respect will come to you. Fix your crown. You know, maybe you're going into a leadership role here, you guys. You know, you're getting a raise, you're getting a promotion. You have the Bag. Something important such as a new job or a raise. I mean, I did say raise, you know, for some of you, you got it in the bag. You have everything you need now in order to open the doors of your business. You have the Fox, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. You have that business mindset, you guys. You will do really well, but do not be dirty in your dealings or underhanded in any way, shape, or form, even when you're tempted to do so. All right, we have the target for a goal-oriented person. So, you know, you're smashing your goals left, right, front, and center. You know, you're hitting the bullseye, you're hitting the target, you guys. And I feel like you do a lot of research. You know what it is that people want. You know, you're taking the time to make sure you're going to be successful before the doors even open. All right, let's see what's going on in life for you this month of July. Capricorn, you know, life do be lifing a little too hard sometimes. You know, your girl here is like, hey, yo, life, pump your brakes, use some Vaseline. And life's like, nah, bro, you can handle it. And I'm like, just because I can, don't mean I want to, you know? Like, sometimes I would just love to cruise down Easy Street for a bit, you know, like, come on, come on. All right, we have dogs getting together with friends. So, you know, maybe you need to talk it out with someone, you know, the things that you're struggling with. We have a bird perched, waiting for news, package, or letter. So, maybe for some, if you've applied for some kind of a loan, some kind of grant, you know, something like that, that you're needing the approval on, you know, that message is coming in soon, you guys. Needle and thread, a sincere wish will be granted. So from your heart, from your soul, you guys, you know, a very heartfelt, sincere wish. You have the Lion. It's time to act. Leo energy coming in there for you guys. You're gonna know when, where, how, what, you know, all of that when it comes time to act, you guys. You're gonna know. All right, we have haystack, karma. You will reap what you have sown. So either that makes you feel really happy or kind of so, you know, be honest with yourself, you guys. You know, what is coming at you? Are you happy with it or not? You know, you may have to plant some better seeds. We have the wheel, indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. You know, for some of you, you could feel like you're literally spinning your wheels and not getting anywhere, but you know, you have to take a hold of the reins of the wheel, you guys, and steer yourself in the direction you want to go, you know you should go, you need to go, not letting anyone else run the show in your life. And you have success showing up here as well. And you know, look at all those stars. You know, the star in Tarot is all about keeping your faith and hope alive and keeping that bigger picture in mind. Believe in yourself 100%. Bet on yourself 100%. If you can dream it and believe it, you can achieve it, you guys. The sky is only the limit if you make it so. All right, let's get a message from the moon. The moon is all about changes in our lives. You know, the moon herself goes through her changes, her cycles, her phases from new to full. She is beautiful, wonderful, and amazing in whatever phase she happens to be in, and so are you. So let's get a message from Mama Moon here for Capricorn. Let's see what else you need to know here, Capricorn. All right, for Capricorn. All right. Ooh, full moon in Capricorn. You're showing up for yourself here again. It says, take a reality check here, you guys. So have to be really real. We also have first quarter moon in Taurus, release control. So 2 earth signs showing up for you here yet again. All right, full moon in Capricorn. Let's see. Take a reality check. Find a balance between facing your reality and be kind to yourself and others. Lots of space for grace. You know, literally everything in our lives require balance. If you're not happy with the message of this card, use the old trick of finding the best thought you can about your situation and go from there. Your manifestation affirmation: everything is always working out in my favor. Yes, one more time. Everything is always working out in my favor for my highest and greatest good. All right, first quarter moon in Taurus, release control. So this card brings in a steadfast energy, but it's clashing with another energy that wants to be free. You know, free from religious persecution, or you know, the patriarchy. You know, this is the way we do things, this is the way it's always been, and they expect you to keep it going, right? But seed control for best results. Realize that even though you can manifest, the Magician, your life to a great extent, you can't control everything. So, you know, there are some things that are just out of our control, but we can let go and let God, or whatever it is that you believe in, you guys, the universe, your higher self, God and Goddess, beings of the light, you know, whatever it is, and trust and believe that your guides and your angels are protecting you, that you fall under ancestral protection as well. All right, let's get a star seed message here for you this month of July, Capricorn. Let's see what else you need to know here. You have perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. So, you know, your petty squabbles or anything like that, in the long run, it doesn't really matter, you guys. So try to find some common ground if you can, and if you can't, then walk away. You know, sometimes it's better to do that than to keep yourself stuck in some kind of situation that doesn't serve you. All right, let's get some Star Seeds mini deck messages here for you for this month of July, Capricorn. Let's see what else you need to know here. So we have channel. You are a channel through which healing energy reaches the world. And boy, does the world need all the healing energy, all the beautiful, wonderful light that it can get. And maybe you know that you've been called to be a healer. Inner world, your external world is a reflection of your inner world. So if you're like, man, it's chaotic, and you know, then really check in with yourself and what's going on inside, you guys. So that will tell you so much. All right, let's get a fairy dust message here for you this month of July, Capricorn. Let's see what else you need to know here. All right. So we have rainbows. In our forest, no trees debate. Rainbows stand with love, not hate. You know, maybe you're coming out, or maybe you're standing up for anyone, you know, in the LGBTQ plus community, you guys. Or, you know, maybe you've gone through so much rain that you appreciate the beauty of the rainbow, that it is a promise that you will never have more than what you can handle thrust upon you. We have learn, a little nudge, it's now your turn. Put on your thinking cap, it's time to learn. So, you know, that Hierophant up there is very knowledgeable. So is the Magician. Each in their own element, you know, more religious or more spiritual. you know, so you know, you can look at it that way as well. All right, Capricorn, these are your messages. I hope you enjoyed them. If you did, please drop me a comment down below. Let me know. Make sure you smash the heck out of that like button, that old thumbs up button down there. You know, hit it with a razzle dazzle, especially if you would like a bonus in your next month's reading. If you haven't already and you find you keep coming back here, please subscribe to the channel, you guys. That truly means so very much to me. I love growth. I love expansion. I love being able to interact with you guys. It really does bring a lot of joy into my life. You know, you are part of the teamwork that makes this dream work. I wouldn't be able to do it without you guys. So thank you so very much for being a part of it. I hope that you have an amazing month of July. May you get excited about your life, about where you're going, the people that are coming in, you know, the places you're going. Get excited, you guys. You know, you have a chance at so much success. You know, you have golden opportunities. You have it in the bag, you guys. You know, the ring is there, the marriage. You know, if you're wanting to deepen your commitment with another person, maybe you're wanting to deepen your commitment with your own self or your own spirituality. You know, it could be that as well for some. So, but enjoy your life, you guys. Make sure you are the one in the driver's seat. Do not let anyone else try to control you. I feel like you would butt them right in the head. You know, you're the mountain goat. Like, we don't play that around here. Alright, you guys, from the bottom of my heart, I love and appreciate each and every single one of you, and I want to say thank you, blessed be, namaste, and goodbye.